Hey everybody, how's it going? If you are here for the first time, my name is Grant, and today is my 7th month sober-versary. Today I am 7 months sober, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than I normally do, but still related because I feel that quitting alcohol and improving your life is all about setting goals. And in today's video, I want to talk a bit about how you and I, how I plan on changing my life in the next 90 days. Maybe you can do the same. Maybe it's something you've been thinking about, and that's how you stumbled on this video. It's not one of those videos. I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to, do all of these extraordinary things, because that's just not the case. 90 days is long enough to get something done, but for the most part, unless you invest in Bitcoin at the right moment with a lot of money and sell, you're just not, nothing fantastic is going to happen. But changing your life in 90 days so that you create habits and routines in your life so that you can keep going after that 90 days. But you still need goals. The beginning of April 2021, I wanted to lose, I believe it was 15 pounds. And I found after about 10 days, it was just too much for me to do it in 1 month. So I do a lot of thinking on these types of things, and I watch a lot of self-help videos, and I read, all of that, this stuff. But so the number one thing is, for changing your life in 90 days, you have to identify what you want to change, and you need to be realistic. Like I said at the beginning, if you think you're going to lose 50 pounds and you're only 20 pounds overweight, or you've got the worst diet and you're drinking and all, you might not lose 50. You might want to shoot for 30. But regardless, so I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, in the hopes that maybe that can help you with your thought process, and just let you know what I'm thinking on this and how I'm going to get through it. So changing your habits and your routines, because you're never going to change if you keep doing the same things over and over. It's like if you keep eating the same foods, you keep the same habits, and it's always the same. Like for me, I'm always 220 to 25 pounds, and I eat pretty much the same all the time. Even now that I'm not drinking alcohol, I've started snacking at night more. And for me, I want to be down to 210 pounds or less, but 210. And this morning I weighed in and I was just about 221. So 10 pounds over 3 months. It sounds very doable, right? Versus 10 pounds over 30 days. Still doable, but a lot friggin' harder. So if I can lose 3+ pounds per month, I'm going to hit my goal. 3 pounds. That's less than a pound a week. I have to be able to do that. So that's my number one thing. How am I going to do that? I told you. The snacking at night needs to be pulled back. I'm not going to pull back 100% and suffer. I enjoy movie night with my family, and sometimes that's just enjoying a plate of nachos or a bag of chips or something, okay? But the greater sum, they'll be spending more time not doing that than I am. So over time, I'm going to drop that weight. And throughout the day, I do my best not to overeat at each meal. Sometimes I skip, a lot of times I skip breakfast. I just find that I'm not hungry, and I guess I start going to a little bit of a fasted state, and I'll eat closer to lunch or something like today, Sunday, the 25th or 26th, 26th. I didn't eat till 1 o'clock. Um, so that's the one thing. The other thing is I have a couple of websites that I'm trying to grow out so I can earn some income. And when I retire in 3 or 4 years, I'm hoping that my websites, or I'm not hoping, I'm working so that my websites will get to a point where they actually replace my pay, so that I can take a year or two without touching my pension. Just let it accumulate some more interest. It should be good in 3 to 4 years, but I want it to be even better. But I don't want to stay stuck in an office anymore. I've had enough. And I think 3 months of going a little harder writing articles will give me just a little bit more of a boost. My right now, I think I'm at about 35,000 page views a month with the one site, and I want to get it up to about 50,000 page views. That would be the next step. Then I can move into a different ad network for the website. So that's my goal, is to write 30 articles, and about 20 of them will go on the bigger site, 10 on the smaller one, and hopefully that bigger site will bump up in traffic. Right now I average about one every week to 2 weeks, and it's just not enough. I need to be writing 2 or 2.5 or so per week. So there's that. And my garage, it's a disaster. I have a 3-car garage, and you wouldn't know it because it's packed full of stuff. We have 2 vehicles, and there's also other items around the 2 vehicles. And then I have the third bay. I use it for a woodworking area and a storage area for things like lawnmowers and paint, extra paint, and things like that you need for around the house maintenance things. It's a mess, and I need to fix it, and I want to do it before our Canadian winter sets in. So if I give myself 90 days, I should be able to tackle it and get it under control. I want to be able to walk out there, find what I need. I have a lot of things out there I can probably get rid of. I have multiples of different tools. I have things like extra baseboards and things like that I can just give away. And my plan is to do all of that in the next 90 days. So have that done by the end of October, before winter hits here. So those are my 3 things for my change my life in 90-day plan. Now, how do those things make me feel like I've changed my life? Well, the garage is always on my mind. It's a friggin' mess, and I hate it, and I don't know. I don't know what's stopping me from doing it, but I've been in this house almost 7 years, and it's gotten better, but it's not where it should be. I want to be able to walk out, and if I want to do woodworking or find something, I want to be able to just do that and get it over with. And, just being able to walk around safely using a bandsaw or circular saw, table saw, whatever. Or find, a can of blue paint for my son's room or something. So that's one. And the weight loss thing, I'm self-conscious. Well, look, I'm holding my arms across my stomach. I don't like it. My wife says it's okay. She likes me the way I am, but I need to like me the way I am. So there's nothing wrong with a person that's 5'8" to be 210 or under, right? Right. So that's my goal in 90 days for that. Then the article thing, well, that's for another aspect of my life. That's for freedom, I guess. Financial help, freedom, whatever. So those are the things I'm doing. And one thing I found years ago, I found a book called The Miracle Morning. If you haven't read it or heard about it, look it up, buy it, read it. It's great. It talks about creating morning routines and how to get things done and how to feel good about yourself, affirmations, and it's really a good book. I forget the author, Hal Elrod, I think is the guy's name. And it tells a bit about his life and something terrible that happened to him before he wrote the book, and I highly recommend it. I don't think it's a very expensive book, and I've read it 3 times, I think, and I love it. I'm going to read it again over the next couple of weeks and get back into that and start doing my morning savers, if you know what those are. So I'm just looking at my list here. Yeah. So I guess at the end of the day, if you feel like you're not where you want to be in life, you need to ask yourself who you want to be. Who is the ideal you? For me, who is the ideal Grant? Well, the ideal Grant is probably 10 to 15 pounds lighter. That's, it could be even lighter down someday, but for now, 10 or 15 pounds lighter, is earning some good money off of his websites, and can go into his garage and find the can of blue paint right away, or bug spray, or can go out and make a little piece of woodworking with his son without having to move 50 things to do that, or trip over things. So right now, and it's going to change, when, as we go through life, as you get older, you start, you reprioritize everything, and that's okay. That's just part of life. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just, it means your brain's working, so don't worry about it. In 90 days, I'm going to see where I'm at. Hopefully I've met my goals. The garage thing should be okay. The 10 pounds, my goodness, I should be able to lose 10 pounds. And writing 30 articles, I should be able to write 30 articles. As far as whether or not the traffic is where I want it to be, that depends on how good my search analysis is on doing the research for the articles. So that's it. And always not drinking. I want to stay sober. Being sober is a blessing, and I feel great. I'm really starting to feel the clarity in my mind now, and I just want to keep moving forward, and this idea of changing my life in 90 days, well, guess what? It's because I'm not drinking, and I want to do better. I want to get more out of life. So this is a part 1 video. I'm going to do a part 2 in about a week. Over the next week, I'm going to kind of make a game plan. I have an idea of how I'm going to, and I've already talked about it, not eating at night, write articles every day, but when, how, who, why, that's what I'll cover in part 2, just to show you kind of what my game plan is, and maybe that'll help you, set some goals and figure out how you can achieve your goals. So if you're still watching, thank you, and I will be back again soon. Cheers.